Hey everyone, it's Jane with Townsend Realty Group. I'm here with Chandler Middleton, a new agent here at Keller Williams and Townsend Realty Group, and we're going to just kind of sit down and get to know him a little bit more. But before we do that, make sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe down below. All right, Chandler, how are you today?
Great. How are you?
Good. I'm good.
Good.
I just wanted to kind of get to know you a little bit before real estate, just kind of what happened with you.
Sure.
How did you grow up? Where did you grow up? All that good stuff.
Yeah. So I was actually born in California.
Okay.
And moved to Canton, Georgia, maybe when I was like a year old, so when I was really young. So, and really just kind of grew up here. You know, I went to Sixes, Freedom, and then Woodstock High School. And then played baseball, played basketball growing up. And actually, after that, I went to KSU, which is 20 minutes.
Right down the road.
Yeah, right down the road, like 20 minutes.
Okay.
And graduated from there with a finance degree. And I have a younger brother, too, that actually just graduated high school at Woodstock, and he's playing baseball in college. And so we're a very, very close family, but very, like, sports-oriented family.
Competitive.
So, yeah, competitive. It. Yeah,
awesome.
That's right.
How did you get into real estate, and kind of why? What made you make that decision?
Yeah, so I think I've always kind of been interested in real estate.
Yeah.
I remember my dad works in Alpharetta, so I remember having my dad and asking my dad to drive me around some of these nice homes in Alpharetta, and even like in my spare time, I'll look up homes online.
Okay.
You know, I just kind of always intrigued by it. And then I went to college and I took some real estate classes, and it just kind of fueled my passion and desire to be in real estate. Yeah. And then as I was about to graduate, COVID hit. So some of the job offers, great timing.
Yeah, exactly.
So some of the job opportunities weren't there anymore. So I was like, this is a perfect time to, get my license. Yeah. And so I got my license, and I was actually at a different brokerage before I switched to Townsend Realty Group in Keller Williams.
So why did you pick Townsend Realty Group exactly? I know you could pick multiple teams, you can go individual, but why Townsend Realty Group?
Yeah, I think, well, one, the support system. I think very supportive and encouraging, and for me, especially as a newer agent, and that support system is really important to me. And I knew Tom and Tom's wife Beth. Yes. My mom was a teacher at Sixes too, so and I've always kind of heard that Tom and Beth, great people, and so that was definitely a plus. But also, where I want to be, I want to be an investor, and I know Tom has multiple rentals and stuff, and so to work for someone that I want to be in the future, I think was a huge plus, and that's kind of basically why I chose Townsend Realty.
We love that. We love having
it was a great decision too. So
good. Yeah. I'm glad. So this is kind of a fun question. What is the craziest experience you've been through / heard about regards to real estate?
Yeah. So probably my first month in, I was doing a showing. I was doing a showing for another agent's clients, and they're actually in Florida, so I was going to do a FaceTime, and so it was an hour away. It was in Dallas, so it was an hour away. So it was a long drive, which was fine. And so I'm going there, and I'm getting the lockbox, and I'm opening the door, and the alarm goes off.
Oh no!
And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm looking there's no description of alarm or the code or anything. So I call the agent. The agent doesn't pick up. I text her, leave a voicemail, and then I call the listing agent, and they don't pick up.
Oh no!
And text them, and left the voicemail. And so while this is happening, the alarm's still going off, and some of the neighbors were coming outside, and all of them were just staring at me.
Oh gosh!
What the heck is this guy doing? And so that was super awkward. I'm just like, well, I guess I'll just sit here because I don't want to be in the house when the cops showed up. Yeah. So finally the cops showed up, and I kind of tell them what I'm doing, and then the listing agent calls me and tells me the code and stuff. So everything turned out to be okay. And I'm showing the property to her clients, agent's clients. And then as I walk out, this big truck comes, and it was like one of the neighbors, and he confronts me in a really kind of mean way, and asks me all these different questions. And it was just it was. Yeah,
and you were brand new,
and I was brand new, so I'm like, oh no. So now before I go, and I make sure.
Oh yeah.
That,
learned your lesson.
Yeah, learned my lesson. But also, I have another one.
Okay.
If I can say it.
Awesome. Yes, of course.
So I was also, showing property to one of my clients, and you know, so we go in the door and we go to the bathrooms and the bedrooms, and everything is great. And so, you know, then we want to check out the garage, right? We want to know what the garage looks like. And so as I open the door and, you know, to the garage and look in, the family was in there. The family of the house was in there, you know, and they're all kind of bundled like around each other. So it was like super weird and kind of creepy. Do you
think they were scared? Like, did they hear someone come in and they were like, let's go to the garage?
I don't know. Maybe they forgot and they heard that, or I have no idea. So me and my clients were just like looking at each other like, what do we do? Yeah. And so that was kind of creepy, kind of weird, but yeah.
That's funny. Well, that's kind of it for now. Thank you again, Chandler, for sitting with me and talking about a little bit about yourself. Hopefully we get to see Chandler a little bit more in the future. But we will see you guys next time. Again, make sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe down below. Bye, guys.